there's a FedEx truck right there. Seemingly, I dropped off a package here at this parcel store, little local mom and pop shop, and this is it back here. And my package is lost. I dropped it off the week of Thanksgiving, earlier that week, Monday, and they say the package is not here, but there's no tracking of it heading back to Rock Auto, actually heading to a location in Arlington, Texas. So I'm gonna start my investigation and figure out what is happening, and hopefully maybe I just got here in time to have a discussion with him, so we'll see. I'm going to check with Rock Auto. I'm going to see if anything's been credited back to the account. Maybe, just maybe, somehow it made its way back without getting the initial scan. I'm going to one. I just want to try your espresso, so I'm gonna do a shot of espresso.
Of course.
And then I'll take can you make a dirty chai with almond milk?
I can. Have you had our chai before?
I have not.
We make it in house, so
okay.
Sweetening it all. Do you want to add some vanilla or some honey to it?
No.
Okay, you want to try it?
We're good.
Okay, cool.
Interestingly enough, I'm making my way to Pizza Leone, and I got an email showing that the refund process had started for the rotors that was returned to Rock Auto. So sure enough, what was said that it probably was sent back and just missed getting scanned, that's exactly what happened. So I'm gonna reach back out to the gentleman at the location, let him know. And yeah, the only thing I've got to double check is there was a couple of more parts in there, the brake shoes for the emergency brake system and the springs that go with that, that was not accounted for, at least not on the initial email. So we'll see if that's been accounted for. So before I get too far gone, as I have made it out of this little bit of traffic, this is the start of Vlogmas 2023. Yes, and I've never done a Vlogmas series ever. And I thought this year was as good of a time as any to do that, because boy, do I have a lot of content I need to get out. I wasn't gonna stay on it. I just was getting around that first one.
I had a little pucker.
I feel like I've accomplished something tonight. Even if it is just a small win, it's something I can acknowledge that I was able to do. And the purpose for it all, just take myself on a date. That's it. So I've done that. And cheers to the next one. All right, I am back in the house. I wanted you to see my finds. Actually, I'm gonna show you this here in a moment, but here is the find from Goodwill on yesterday while I was out and about. This is just a clock. I cleaned it up a bit, and it just looks like a holding it like this, it just reminded me of those pocket watches. Now granted, this definitely is not a pocket watch. If you know the size of pocket watches, that would be freaking a monster. And this is heavy, but pretty cool. It still works. I think it's keeping the time. What time is it? It is 4:32. Oh yeah, it's keeping the time, 4:33 by it. So that's not bad. So that was my find there. This is the find today. So I actually need to put in a battery and see if this works. Looks like the little handle on top is gone. If you hear, that's because there's a screw inside of here. And just flip this up around, and there's the screw right down there. There it is. So there's the screw there and a washer. Looking around in here, there's screws that goes all the way around. And yep, that's the only one's missing is up top. Looks like this takes a AA battery as well. This way, and push it in. There we go. Now, well, we don't have a second hand, so we don't know if we're working or not until we see the minute hand move. This lamp is so cool. It is heavy. I'm like, how did this even make it there? Wow, this thing is solid. It is solid. I don't know if this is marble or what that is. It's hard, and I'm not gonna thump it too hard because that would hurt like heck, but the wood base, the wood pieces here, and I love the shade, man. This color is so clean, it's so nice. I don't know exactly where this is going. I don't know if it's gonna end up here in the living room, or if it's gonna end up maybe in the master bedroom or one of the other bedrooms. I don't think I'm gonna put it in the office, so this is gonna sit and look really, really, really nice. Man, that freaking cab hurts. Oh, I ran into the back of my, I ran into the back of the Alpha earlier. I have to show you or tell you why here in a moment. That's just gonna be a whole nother conversation. I don't think this hand moved yet. I don't think it's been quite a minute. Let's set the timer. Let's just 2 minutes. We'll set that for 2 minutes and then we'll come back. So let me show you what's happening. Now outside, I don't know if you see these couple of flies here. All right. If you just saw those two flies, you wouldn't think anything about it. I've got another one right here. I don't know if you can see the two on the window over there, and even outside there's actually a fly trap. So what's happening is across the way there is a farm, but that's just part of the land there. But way around the corner there is a whole host of land that has cows, chicken. I don't know if they have lamb or sheep or anything like that, but there's a lot of cattle that is over there. I don't know if they've done something to where they have done some kind of repellent. Maybe they're putting out traps, and it is called, it's getting them away from their cattle, because that can get really, really, really bad.
For the last several weeks, my cattle have been absolutely infested in flies. It's causing a great deal of stress, as well as some health risks. They actually burn more calories when they're having to deal with flies because they're constantly moving and twitching, and so that means that you have skinnier cows who are in less good condition, and health problems like fly strike or pink eye are possible.
You want to shoo them away. So I don't know if that's what's happening. Now again, this is no indication as to what's happening. Let me go this way, and I'm not going to open the door because I got to do some shimmying to make sure they are gone. But there's a few right there, but they are out. They are out. These guys are out, and I'm spraying, I'm doing everything to repel these guys, but it looks like I am going to have to put out some more traps and some paper. Okay, it did move. So there we go. It is working. And it probably moved a moment ago. I just couldn't remember where the minute hand sat. So, but it does work. So that is a win. So we'll figure out where this is going to go. So Goodwill shopping is where it's at. This is my aromatherapy unit. It's like an aromatherapy machine, aromatic machine. Ho, 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 ho. Look at that. That is so cool. And the cool part is I can set it back here to, there we go. I can just set it to where it changes colors, and I can leave it like that. That is so dope. That is so dope. And then when I stop it, it'll just stay on the color that it was set at. So got a couple settings back here. Let me just pull it up. I have to be careful because this top comes right off. It's really simple. I got a good amount of water in there. There's the max line. I can pour a little bit more water. I use distilled water just like I would in a CPAP machine or any other vaporizer that you would use. Water goes in there, as well as this essential oil that I got from good old Target. This is peppermint essential oil, and pretty good. It smells pretty good. You just open it up and put a few drops in of that, and it smells so good. But that is absolutely necessary. This is a game changer. Now there are so many other essential oils out there. That just happened to be where I bought mine. You can buy it on Amazon and all sorts of places. And then there's different scents as well. So you do have like lemongrass, rosemary, eucalyptus, and there's so many other ones there too. So I don't know where you are with essential oils and lighting candles and even incense and things like that, but I think that is necessary, especially if you're like me. You're on your healing journey and you're doing so many different things to eat the right foods and make sure you're drinking, plenty of water per day. And the aromatherapy, your meditation and things like that is just a big, huge part of your healing journey. So this was a game changer. So here we are in the headquarters, in the studio. I need to grab, this is the iPad Pro Gen 6 or 6th Gen. So this is the one with the M2 chip. This is the one I'm actually getting ready to edit this content on right now. This one here, it has the keyboard. This one is the Gen 4. So very good machine. It is just running the Intel based chip, and I'm going to use the one with the M2 chip so I can use Final Cut Pro, the mobile app that I have paid for. I think it was $50 for the year. And even though I have the Mac that has the full program, I'm not going to use it because this MacBook is old. It's got an i7 last, I think it's a 2018 model, and it is time to say goodbye to that as far as editing content, because that fan spins as soon as I open the book up, the MacBook up, and the battery is shot, so it's just running off power. So eventually I'm just going to need to replace the battery, get rid of, reformat it, get rid of everything on it, and just kind of use it as a something I use for entertainment or maybe light editing if I want to do that. But until I get a studio or a newer M2 Mac, or maybe even just get a M2 M1 Max, M1 Ultra, and max that out if I can find one. This is the studio right now. Doesn't sound that great because I have not put up the sound deadening material, which I do have matched. I need to go up for that. It does have carpet, so that is a win there. I'm actually thinking about taking up the carpet throughout the house, but in here the carpet would stay because this is the studio. Just something clean that I put back here, a little shelf that I found at home. That's like my favorite store right now, Home Goods and At Home, but I've been At Home like a million times, it seems like. So we've got this corner shelf sitting up here. At the bottom is a little printer, and then of course you can see the slate to the right. Shout out to Roberto Blake for having that in his shelf, his bookshelf. I think I saw that back in like 2019, 2020, and I saw that and I bought it. Who knew that would lead to becoming a filmmaker? I had no idea. I just liked that, and who knew that was manifesting into creating films. Wow. We've got some cameras. This is a Cortland 35 mil film camera. I'm gonna buy some film for, and then these two on the side are just old cameras that I found at Goodwill, and shout out to Sharon for getting those for me before I left. We went to a Goodwill there, so I'm hooked. I've been going to Goodwills looking for cameras, which is why I was in the Goodwill last couple of days, but I ended up finding clocks. Oh, and I forgot to show you one of the other things that I had gotten clock related. That is so cool. Man, look at the sand. I've actually never looked at it from this angle. You see the grains of sand just bouncing off the bottom of that. Wow. I hope that looks good. But I found this at Ross of all places. I don't like shopping in Ross. It just seems like everyone that I've been in is always like disorganized, and I do not like going in stores when it's just disorganized. I'm looking for clothes, the stuff is all over the place, but not all are made the same. So that one was actually pretty nice. I was in there looking for some jeans for my birthday, found a pair of jeans, and then I ended up finding this too. I thought this was pretty cool, and this is before buying the other two clocks. So I don't know what is up with me and buying time related things, but yeah, I've got an hourglass. Enough about that. I am here, I'm in my studio, and there's so many things that have happened this year. I've got at least 10 events that I've got to comb through and get stuff out to you right here in the Vlogmas series, and I hope you enjoy because I'm going to enjoy going back through and finding out what made these events so memorable, because as I'm going through transferring footage, I'm seeing things that's reminding me of, you know, things that were said, experiences with other people. It was just an amazing time at these different events, and catching up with my counterparts that I've been doing lives with up until recently was pretty good. And it has made this journey that much sweeter to have really been focused and really attentive to being intentional with everything that happened this year. And no move was made without there being a reason for it to be made. So I am grateful to be where I am today because of executing in the manner that I did. So what I can tell you is you have everything that you need to be the best version of yourself. You just have to realize that you're not when you realize that you're not. And when you realize you're not your best version, hopefully you desire pretty soon, if not right then and there, that you want to be. And becoming your best version of yourself is work. It is work. It is not easy. Everything is intentional. You're learning from each and everything. Your awareness is heightened because you recognize you're not your best version. Your desire is heightened because you want to be your best version. And then on the road to doing the work and becoming your best version, you get clarity as to, why you weren't your best version, and those things that are not of you, that you don't, that don't align with you. You begin to release those. You untether from that, and you begin the process of building on the foundation and the cornerstone of who you actually are and the things that really matter to you, the values and systems and culture and whatever becomes your social norm, and not what's of the world that isn't of you. And if you have a spiritual relationship with God, whoever your God is, mine through Jesus Christ, you begin to build on that even more, become really, really essential to your daily life. And I hope that you are finding yourself in that space to where you're healing and doing the things to become your best version. And I'll tell you, the most beautiful thing is when you become your best version, those around you that are paying attention to your change, that want to do better for themselves, you are the example, and they'll see that, and they will then change too. Maybe not right then and there when you notice that they notice, but you may not notice until years later, months later, whatever it is, that they have begun to change. And it is mind-blowing when you just work on yourself. Other people work on themselves too, because they see you working, and it's your actions that speak, not what you're saying that speaks the loudest. So what you say matters, but how you act, how you are around people, how transparent you are, and even some of your vulnerability. It doesn't have to be that all the time, but even that, or just how you carry yourself and how you move, your energy is way different, and different people begin to gravitate, more so positive people that are also leveling up, people that have leveled up and they see you leveling up. It is just a totally different dynamic of the people, the energy that pulls into you, and those people that you've wished for and prayed for to come around, that God is positioning in your way by way of the universe, spinning around you and aligning you with them and them with you. Man, powerful. It is powerful. It surely is. What's next for the upcoming episodes? Well, I've already made mention of the car shows and the events that I've gone to that were before the move, and the ones that have occurred since the move. There's also some vlogs that I did while beginning this healing journey of my walks, my nature walks and grounding, and some of those things that I have been doing to help me, as I made mention in there with the aromatherapy. Those are the things that I have been doing and have been doing since the beginning. Some of those things have changed since the move because I don't have access to the harbor or the lake like I had before. Are there some lakes around? Most definitely. And I'll find my way there to them soon. But for the most part, I'm finding, a couple of small parks and going to coffee shops and speaking to people. And even like today with the experience with the espresso, and that was pretty cool. And yeah, I am sharing a lot of that as well. So my hope is for the value add that this brings for you over the holidays, is that it gives you an opportunity to really go introspectively and reflect on who you are and who you want to be, and find out, where are you on that journey? Are you aligned with becoming that person, that version of you? And if you are, continue to do the things to get you where certainly God has shown you that you will be. And if you're not there, that's okay. It's in the moment of realizing that you're not there and that you want to get there, and understanding where there actually is, how you're using your gifts and your talents and your wisdom to get there. So that's what my intentions are with this vlog, just some stuff I want to throw up just to put up for the sake of putting up content, but to really add value to your life and just share through the creativity that God has blessed me with through content creating and film, and allowing for him to shine through me so that you honestly are seeing the love of God through Jesus Christ through me. And it's not me. I am grateful that I am being used to share this message with you. So I am going to get to editing because it is late. I want to get this out in the next hour so that you can enjoy it. And then I will begin the process of sharing some amazing steps of my journey, but also things that are already happening for 2024 with the brand, with the channel. Something has already happened. I'm excited for you to recognize this has happened. If you see it already, great. If you don't, I'm not going to highlight it just yet. But man, it's amazing. So I'm grateful for everyone who's helped with this, and some huge ventures for not only 2024, but 2025. Like, bro, like, ma'am, like, yes, it is. Life is like that right now, where it's not about just this year, or it's not about this moment. It's future stuff that is going to impact so many people's lives. And I am excited that God has chosen me for this journey. So stay tuned. And I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's episode. So as always, you guys be blessed. Just be your truer self. Be transparent with yourself first. You can't show up for anybody else until you show up for yourself. So take a moment to show up for yourself. Give yourself some grace, hold yourself accountable, but balance that out so that you become your best version of yourself. And in the meantime, while you're enjoying these cars like Alfa Romeos, BMWs, Ferraris, whatever it is that you drive, keep driving. All right? Salute.